you know, the good thing about this voice is only because I can only do Bill Medley. That's the only thing I can do. But I've always said I'm the best Bill Medley in the world. And but every time you hear a kind of a Medley song or a Righteous Brother, you kind of know who it is. And that's a blessing. I didn't try and do that. It's just, you know, it's kind of like Ray Charles. You hear Ray, that's Ray Charles. You know, so that, but you know, for all you singers out there, you find yourself. You need to know who you are, and you need, and the best way of doing that, the way I did it was in the studio, because you start to listen to yourself back and you go, ooh, I sound horrible doing that, or oh, that, God, I like that, or that, geez, that was even comfortable for me to do. So you just have to find, your voice, and because you don't want to be a pretty good Elvis, you don't want to be a pretty good Shania Twain, you want to be the best Bill Medley you can, and that's the best advice I give singers. Of course, I get kids ask me, say, boy, you know, I want to get in the business, what should I do? I said, run now. I said, you know, you really have to believe that dreams can come true. You know, it's a lot like religion. It's like, it's all about faith, and it's you have to believe that this can happen. And in our business, it's a magical thing, because you don't go to college for 4 years and get your diploma and say, okay, here's a gold record, now here's a platinum record if you do 4 more years. You just do everything you can, and you have to love it. You have to absolutely, this has to be what you do, and this is what I do. I can't do anything else. And so you just do everything you can, then at some point, and you won't know how, all of a sudden you'll look up and you'll say, oh my God, I'm in. There's no door in, and there's also no door out. Once you've tasted it, well, it's a drug, man. And once you're in, you're in. So, yeah, so for young kids, you have to love it, and you have to believe in that dreams can come true, and it takes a lot of guts, because a car salesman, you can go in and buy a car, and if you're a car salesman, you can say, no, I don't like the car. Okay, well, here's another car. When you walk on stage or record a record, they're saying, no, I don't like you. So that takes a bit of courage, you know, and to really be able to unload on record and on stage, you really have to know who you are. Of course, the more times you're on stage and people love you, then okay, I'm safe, because all of us singers are insecure, scared. I had social anxiety. I have a 23-year-old daughter who will record this year, and she has social anxiety, and so you use all of that pain that comes from that, and when you record, you don't know why. I can remember when I was young, and like when Bobby and I were together, I can remember doing blues and just screaming my brains out and walk off stage and have the microphone imprinted in my hand, and I would say, I got the job, what am I yelling for? But it just was a lot of frustration coming out of me as a young boy, and I when I was younger, I had nervous twitches, and so that made me very self-conscious, and it wasn't I didn't get picked on or anything, because I happened to be kind of one of the guys, and one of my best friends was the toughest kid still ever. And so we don't make fun of Medley, or but all that that scaredness that somebody is going to make fun of you or something. Well, you take all that, and you don't even have to try and use it. I know that when you're an actor and they want you to try and you need to cry, you need to conjure up. Well, I just had so much, crap build up in me that when it came to singing, and I am a blues singer, that got fortunate doing some real beautiful songs, and so you have to tap into that, and sometimes that's a little scary to do, but you have to do it.